We're back again with Fizia. Hi, Fizia. Hi, Fizia. How are you?
Hello, Oksana. You disappear. I think you.
I did.
Yeah.
Sometimes the camera I have to
That's
turn off and
lovely.
back on. That's okay.
Okay. All right. So,
Technical difficulties as usually. They don't want us together. Yeah, we're here to continue with the star signs, with zodiac signs, right? That represent kind of our characters of the bodies we're in,
yeah, like we
the
said,
energies.
like let's say, resume of the year. And obviously, I was preparing my method to. I wanted to do for the before the 2023, but I couldn't because basically this kind of method will going to consist with a pendulum, charts, astro, and tarots. Reading cards and star signs. So, and we carry on with because I think we left with Cancer last time. Yeah, so we have to.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Leo today. Fun.
Oh, my youngest. I know a lot about the sign. And
Okay.
I said it when it was 116 on recording, which is my birthday.
Okay, the level of consciousness of Leo this year. I mean, in general, yeah. I mean,
In
obviously,
in general, yeah, 'cause it applies like my youngest is a star seed. She just knows so
some
much.
people they have obviously the consciousness is sometimes is individual. Some people is already
Oh
beyond.
yeah, right. It's different generations of children. Like we saw those they shooting kind of like lines of light. They
Mm.
look like tubes of light when I close my eyes and see it, and through the tubes of light go the souls, one after another, like little balls. And that's periodically they shoot from different galaxies from outside of our artificial universe. Those souls, like my kids, to simplify the process of shutting down the artificial reality,
Yeah, because
basically for
like
giving a door to escape for those who already understand that they want to escape. That's their decision.
yeah, this is because many kids unfortunately are inside on a container. You know, mm, with the famous Matrix because they are completely distracted by everything that is media, PlayStation, and computer, TikTok programs.
Right.
Even our wonderful censor, YouTube, that is, he can delete anything for stupid things, and they allowed some videos of
Yeah.
videos, and which I'm really appalling. So they just deleted something last week, which I couldn't believe.
One of your
Uh,
videos, right?
yeah, then you can tell that these are very, very dangerous. So yes, we work with YouTube. I don't know how long I'm going to work with YouTube still because I'm very disgusted, to be honest. So anyway, like I said, 90%. I checked my 90%. Every Leo this year is quite high consciousness level. Is a sign
Hmm.
very powerful. They have a very strong determination. They are, the word Leo says everything. They're very courage. They got a lot of ambition. They are definitely, in general, a Leo sign is always successful. And when enters in a room a person with the star sign, you can tell they have this
The
aura.
energy level is
A very,
beyond belief. Yeah.
so personally, I like lion as a fire element, contain fire, passion. In
Hmm.
a positive way, they can really build lots things in their life, and they are definitely, I can say in a positive way, warriors because they never give up. They, always, they believe in what they think, their ideals. They are definitely strong elements. If in negative way, they can be very destructive, and they can be very domineering uh, toward
Yeah.
a man is very domineering toward to a woman. It must be the master. A woman, Leo, she doesn't want anybody in her way.
Right, right.
If you want to go, if you want to be on the top, in your career or wherever, in the house, she doesn't care. This is all on me or nothing, in the negative way. So,
They like to be in the center of attention. They really do. I've known a lot of Leos. And you just feel it's because they're kind of centered in themselves and their ambition and their goals. It is, I mean, it's always like duality, positive and negative of that. But my youngest, it's like everybody should be looking at her. And if she wanted to do gymnastics, and in the process of the move we couldn't sign her up, obviously, but she's doing everything that everybody who goes to gymnastics does. She learned how to do this, and she figured this out. She says, Mom, I just found, she's 7, I just found videos how to do stands, how to do other tricks, cartwheels and everything. And I learned from the YouTube videos. See, that's like when they want something, they'll make it
yeah,
happen.
of course, and they are very good diplomatics. They know how to.
Yeah. In between to get what she wants. She got the oldest people, the parents, the oldest siblings in her family, but she knows how to.
Okay, I took 4 cards instead of last time to the number 3. But it's very interesting. This year, first I can say the number 7, it comes up. Is the 7 means chariot in the tarot, which is many star signs, they're going to have maybe the same numbers in common. Okay, like 7, number 8, 1, 2, 3, because
Right.
0 to 9. But I 7 is definitely is a very good card for the Leo, and then you can tell me what you see. Yeah. Also, this is the year of the justice, of the big contracts. Okay, this is the year of the truth or the Leo. Uh, there will be important documents that they're going to put the signatures. So be careful what you sign. That's my biggest advice for every Leo. Careful, double check what you start signing, because signing is when you put your signature in a document, it's like a brand, it's like a tattoo, yeah. and
Mm-hmm.
and in energy it's quite strong, okay, because you are recognized. Okay, when you put your signature, you are available to other beings. Okay, so,
Right.
and it's like,
Unless you refuse while signing.
yeah, of
That's
course,
what I do.
you have to be careful what you sign, because when you sign, it's lot energy, it's the contracts, karmic contracts
Mhm.
are so difficult to breach, especially the one in energy, which we know that energetic karmic contracts are made through religion. And
Sorry.
yeah, and basically this is the card which it tells that you guys be careful what you sign, but also in a positive way, you're going to sign important contracts. People that are going to buy a house, people are going to find the job of their life. Also, there is the justice, is even the truth. So you're going to be more courage to say the truth without be afraid about consequences. Also, the moon is here, and the moon says that there's something that Leos they don't like to show to other people, because it's their secrets. Okay, they're very under, they hide very very well, and this is,
Because they're ambitious.
yeah,
They
they're
want
ambitious, but they
people to see
are,
only power points of their character and their personality, not the
yeah,
weak ones.
yeah, because they don't like to show that they have anything to wrong. Okay, so if there is anything in their conception, in their consciousness, they think is not right, they think, oh, I have to hide, nobody need to know that there is some defection in my beautiful personality, my beautiful life. So the moon says, be careful what you keep, because what you keep, it is it trapping you. Okay, a secret, sometimes they're not good at all. So if you did something bad, just say sorry to the universe and free yourself. Okay, and talk with somebody. You don't need to just go to Facebook or in the media to tell something that obviously for you can destroy. You think you destroy your life. No, but this what basically is keeping slave. So also another thing, friendship. Friendship, we have to be careful about all the people that or girlfriend or partners that they says they love you and maybe they are not completely truth with you. So be careful, every Leo, if they have they are in a relationship with the water. Now, I'm not against water, but sometimes they clash with each other, yeah, because personality, because they are opposed, they're not very good together. But there is, in general, in general, water sign this because water and fire says everything, isn't it? So be careful to these unions, okay? Their lot is important to be honest. Truth must be really the key of the relationship.
You're breaking down a little. I don't know. Connection today.
Today I'm using the mobile, fortunately.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's probably about the connection. But it's interesting. I've been thinking about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people problems, the questions they ask me in sessions, after the sessions, it comes because they don't want to admit to themselves the truth or say to others the truth. Why are people in my family driving me crazy? Because you didn't sit down with them and tell them who you really are and what you want from them. Or why is my mom is like that? Because you didn't tell her what you want to do, or why you're mad at her. And then you go into depression. Depression is not telling yourself the truth. Or some people, it's convenient for them to lie to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friends in Russia say, most people lie to themselves, and they don't want to know that their government is killing Ukrainian people. So they would rather believe into fake news that we're not touching, any children or women. You know what I mean? But deep
Because
down, they know that it's not true, but it's
yeah.
easier for them too. And that just what it comes from. So if you're because most people accumulate this in between relationship and people. I've seen this in so many sessions. She's not happy with him, he's not happy with her, and then they start then they're both unhappy, suffering. But all it takes is to like open up and say openly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can create, of
Don't
course,
forget,
some sort of reaction, but
don't forget.
after reaction comes some sort of action, and the action is better than silence and suffering in silence.
Yeah, but don't forget this. Especially Leo, they are very, very proud. They have a very the pride is the.
Oh
This
yeah.
is what I see in a Leo usually. They never, if they believe in something. Let's say that your friend in Russia, she truly believe. It's not because she just doesn't want to accept that is wrong, but she is what they basically want you to her to believe. And she believes. So this is what
Mhm.
be a warrior. No, you are in the wrong. This is not good. And you can see. I got a sister. She's a Leo, and if she decides that she doesn't want to listen to you,
She won't.
exactly. So isn't you can't win. Even if you're trying to, because she thinks no, what she's saying is not interesting for me. I know, I got already my way.
Yeah.
Need
You
if you,
cannot convince them. Mm-mm.
it's not
Never.
about convince. It's about to give some time even
Change opinion.
of to open a window of your conscious,
Hmm.
give you chances, possibilities. We're talking the same thing. Sometimes the pride to don't admit that they are wrong, it can be superior. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
if you accept, oh, you know what, maybe you're right. Okay, and if you are a member of the family, it's even worse. They never consider you that you can be. So they can believe, they can trust somebody that can be
Hmm.
completely a stranger than you, that you are connected with them, because it's, I know you, what you say to me is just no nonsense. So anyway, it's important that this year, Leo, they have always to defend their pride. I admire this, but they have sometimes to learn to listen, not to be afraid, yes, to speak out, because it's not so bad like they think. So the world is connected with the Leos this year, and the world listen, they Leo. So if you speak loud, people can hear you everywhere in the world. So don't be afraid. If you have a message, if you believe in the truth, please say it loud. Don't be afraid of what the consequences, because the consequences is what you think, not what the other people. Okay. So,
Right.
I mean, very good. Like I said, number 7 means chariot. Things that you guys planned for the future is going ahead. So what you think?
I saw interesting thing. I saw 9 that turned into 6, and then I saw 1 before 6, so 16 together, but 1 plus 6 is 7.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's what I saw, and it kind of made sense for me because she wants to be number 1 in everything. Yeah.
They're very superb athletes, and they, like I said, they won't win, but also they have a very beautiful side. They can be very, very generous. If they trust you,
She is.
they friend you forever. Okay, but don't. So sometimes they have high expectations even in friendships. So you time is important to don't forget that is a very strong friend. Okay, and this is why sometimes Leo has to come down a little bit. Okay, to come down from the pedestal and learn to listen at other you know side of a discussion or opinion.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah, it's
leader,
true.
but
From
we
my
know they
personal
are,
experience, sorry I interrupted you. From all these 4 kids, the only Leo, she's the easiest to make friends with. She just goes to people, starts talking. It's not a problem for her.
because she's confident, because the
Yeah.
confidence at the base, this is this sign, like I says, is it doesn't that doesn't feel afraid of to make new friends, to say what she thinks. If somebody says, come on, I dare you, says okay. So they do, I mean,
Yeah,
they don't
exactly.
back off, so okay. So I checked with my, again, just a little review. 90% of consciousness is quite massive. So I think it's a very good result of consciousness of the Leos, because means that you guys are in progress. So the consciousness is in evolution. They says that another year we're going to, probably our job in this planet will be done, because we learn everything. So when the evolution going to reach 100% means that consciousness is reunited. Okay, that we don't need dualism anymore. So
It's
wow.
interesting you said that about being reunited because every time I swim at the ocean, I feel like I'm reunited with my soul at last. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
been waiting for this all my life. It feels like I belong there, I'm part of it, and that's how I'm gonna be, at some point you live your life, and I want to live my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like swimming. You know what I mean? It's just a weird way you reunited with water because that's me.
Yeah, and water is memory, and don't forget this is your first experience, and this
Mm,
you are still remembering things. So
um,
this is why you have to put a lot of information you can, okay, in case you come back in the planet.
no, I'm not coming back though, and I know how it works. People should always remember what we believe in, we create in our reality. That's how we're like mini TV stations walking around. It's like this old box TV thing. You're inside the box, you're like the sphere, creating the pictures by, imagining and believing that it's going to happen in your life, and then it happens. Right now, because the energy here is so light, I make things happen so easily like it's just weird how it just manifests.
Yeah, and it's like a reality. We participated to a reality TV,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
apparently some information is, I know many people, they have a lot of theories. One is that we are kidnapped when we leave our body, and I believe in that. So there we call the abductions. Yeah. So then we have the second one, that we do the contracts to come back. Yeah, it is always abduction, but
There's always has to be either you're scared to death and your vibration is so low, so
Mhm,
that's your agreement without words and without signing, or they actually have to make you sign something
mhm,
by guilting you into things, by using karma belief if you have one, or using religious belief or whatever.
mhm,
I feel I have zero beliefs. I only believe in myself, and you cannot make me do anything.
mhm.
That works at the physical level too, because without my permission, if the people feel this about me, they cannot make me do what they want me to do without my permission. So they're very careful what they ask for
That
from
so
me.
people, they, like I says, when they leave the body, when they see their grandma, when they see a member of family or somebody that has a strong light, like the
Mm,
spirit lights, which they are the first to got you, because you see, you feel the love, you feel everything is beautiful.
right,
Basically, you are hypnotized, by this. So to understand if it's good or bad for you, that is your consciousness that they're going to tell you, because the consciousness is saying, yeah, it's good, but let's try even if there is other possibilities, because you just go straight away to that light
right,
without to see if there is anything else. Okay, it's like you go into a place with 100 people, but the first one that comes to introduce itself, you give the hand, and that's it. They don't want.
right. The thing is, don't you think that the signs make an influence on you, how you're going to behave after you leave the physical? Because I love my family, I love my children, I love my husband, all of it together, but I'm very detached. Inside myself, I'm like that solitary living a merman on Sirius B who goes out by himself to his lab underwater, does some research, and like that monkey with a suitcase on the other planet that I saw was, in the other session was Alba Vainman, my very first session. So I'm like, I always feel like I'm by myself and I'm detached. I'm not really attached to any person or object or place, because I'm always constantly moving in my life and I don't feel like, I just don't feel it,
But
you
don't
know.
forget, you start signing the Libra thing.
Now mine is Capricorn. I'm
Okay,
rather cold, the way people view me.
but yeah, but you are a proper Capricorn, because let's
Mm,
say your body, your experience, this planet is a human. Okay, let's say that you have. We know why we say many times body, mind, soul, and spirit, because we have four different things. Of course, your soul spirit is very, I mean, is unique, because everybody is unique. And, your spirit remembers. You have a database to remember who you are. So, and you are, what I can feel about you is that the proper stubborn Capricorn, that doesn't be easy to be influenced
mm-hmm.
anybody. Okay, so
That's true.
because you have your own beliefs, because you have the proof, because you travel often, you do astro trips, because you already saw things, you go to different timelines, you go to different dimensions, because you've been already there. This is why, in that, where you prefer to live instead of your body, this is why you sometimes you are disconnected, because you already know that your body is very limited. This is why you don't
Right.
put a lot importance to the experience, to the body, because it's, oh, I wanted to see what is it, because many beings, many souls, they're not all kidnapped or abducted. They decided to have experience in this planet, just to see, because it's curious to understand what is the good or is the bad, to touch,
Mm-hmm.
to drink. because when you are superior, the soul is, at the moment, is one of the most unique beings in every universe. So
Right.
the only way for the consciousness to have experience was to come on, we'll go to this island, to this planet, and we see what is
Right.
we that is, can be good. We can have a body, we can have an avatar, we can have
Yeah, it's all about constantly. And for me, this planet and the life goes so slow. Like, if easy, I've been on this place. I've never been to West Palm Beach before, for a week, 9 days maybe. And I'm already tired of it. Like, I'm not saying it out loud if people think I'm nuts, but I already feel like, let's move to another part of Florida. Let's explore there. But that's my inner, that's who I am. I want to keep moving, and if I have like a little backpack with all my belongings, it's fine. I don't need all this stuff. It's for the kids. It's for for, you know what I mean?
you need to you feel actually I I can see you driving a car. You need absolutely a car and drive in order to go and take the kids, husband, whatever, and come on. Today we're going to explore a new part.
We're
Oh,
gonna explore because we're gonna have to find, good public schools and areas for kids, and we'll move again. But I'm just saying, it's just the thing is, like, I pick a subject or a topic or a place to live. I want to learn everything about it. And then it happens quickly when I lose interest and go from one thing to another. But I started hearing a lot of people who's like first times on Earth. That's what they do also, because this Earth, like how long the time goes for and how slow the manifestation happens, is quite frustrating,
mm-hmm,
because we're used to, you have a thought, your manifestation is right here as a thought, at a speed of a thought that
mm-hmm,
you have.
exactly.
So, and that's it's the same thing was like, I talk to people, even to my husband, and I feel like when I told him one sentence, he knows the whole story, but it's because telepathically I told him the whole story. He's like, I don't understand anything. You know what I mean? And it happens a lot to me, and I cannot explain it to people. Or that you start interrupting somebody because you totally know what the person is gonna say. It's like you read telepathically ahead of time, and they think that I'm rude, that I'm interrupting. Like we interrupt each other. It's not because we're rude. It's because you know what I'm gonna say. I know what you're gonna say a lot of
Oh,
times.
yeah, yeah, it's true. And let's say that I know that you don't feel attached, but I mean, sometimes when we dress, not only a color of body, the skin, if
Mm-hmm.
you're a woman, if you're a man, sometimes we have a personality quite, that has a very big influence from the planets. The planet,
Mm-hmm.
obviously perceived by astrology, okay?
Right.
Astrology, let's just say that the moon, if fake or no fake, has a big influence with the fish, animals, with plants. Okay, a lot of plants they become beautiful after the moon, and the birds, lunar birds, are very influential
Mm-hmm.
on the moon. So imagine other planets, okay, that what influence us. This is why many star signs, it's like a reflection. Yeah, if you reflected in another sign, in another planet, when you're born, means not only you have a personality, but a little bit of that other personality, like a bit of Capricorn in Scorpio or in uh, Aquarius, because you're free.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
this is it. I checked it interestingly here. Two colors that Leo, they're going to be very, very interesting this year. Will be green and purple. Okay.
Green and purple. It's for home for Leo,
Mm-hmm.
cause Muriel, she likes turquoise and purple. These are
Yeah,
two favorites. She absolutely hates orange. Every time I draw something in orange color, she hates orange for some reason. Interesting.
fantastic. Yeah, and purple is very. I mean, with the people with the chakras, purple is very intense. It's a
Mm,
beautiful color. Also,
deep
this,
deepness of a soul, I think.
yeah, very very deep, and usually the color of purple is for very very. Let's say for people, the consciousness is quite deep. In fact, they can be easily psychics. They can be the intuition. They have the intuition is can be very 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 perceived in a very high level. Okay, so
Oh, she reads my
color.
thoughts. Yeah.
Okay, dokie. We talk a lot about Leo today. Sorry if I mean today maybe we can talk about 2 3 signs and then we can do the next video.
Wait, there was a Leo. Let's finish the video. It'll be just a video on Leo, 30 minutes. And then next sign is gonna be this way all the Leos can watch the Leo.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think it's kind of smart. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. We're going to the next sign in another video. Which one is that one?
Virgo.
Virgo. Okay.